Forward in motion. Winston under pressure. Gonna run it into the end zone.
Welcome back to our series of 32 teams in 32 days, where I give us a different team to preview each day as we count down to the NFL season. We are 27 days away from kickoff, and today we're talking about the Cleveland Browns. Last season was a huge step back on the shores of Lake Erie. Cleveland went 3-14, a whopping 8 wins less than 2023, finished last in the AFC North, and missed the playoffs for the third time in the last 4 seasons. And over the offseason, some big names left the Buckeye State, like Nick Chubb to Houston, Jameis Winston to New York, and Elijah Moore to Buffalo. Now, the Browns didn't have the most active offseason per se, but they did get Joe Flacco back from Indiana, plus Kenny Pickett from Philadelphia and Jerome Baker from Tennessee. Oh, and they re-signed Myles Garrett. Now let's see how the Browns did in the draft. Cleveland didn't have a busy draft weekend, but their main focus was offense, with 5 of their 7 picks going to the offensive side of the ball, and an additional 2 on defense in a class that reads as follows. Mason Graham from Michigan, Carson Schwessinger from UCLA, Quinshon Judkins from Ohio State, Harold Fannin from Bowling Green, Dylan Gabriel from Oregon, Dylan Sampson from Tennessee, and Shedeur Sanders from Colorado. According to ESPN, here's the Browns' projected Week 1 starters as they take on the Cincinnati Bengals. This is offense, defense, and special teams. Those will all be on your screen now. This Browns team, led by Coach Kevin Stefanski in his 6th season in Cleveland, is exactly in the middle of the league in terms of payroll at 16th. They also have $19 million in cap space, which, fitting enough, is 19th, and they're one of the older squads, the 8th oldest team in the NFL. My big question for the Browns is, what's the plan at quarterback? I'll be honest, folks, I have no idea what the Browns' plan is here. They brought back Joe Flacco and brought in Kenny Pickett, the latter of which I'm not too concerned about, but it wouldn't surprise me if they started him one game. Then Cleveland drafted 2 quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a team with 5 quarterbacks on the roster that might not win 5 games. Shout out to Gab Gowdy for putting that in my head. And then with the rookies, I get a sense of coaches versus ownership. The Browns drafted Dylan Gabriel because that's who the coaching staff wanted. Then they got Shedeur Sanders because that's who Jimmy Haslam wanted. Situations like this usually don't end well, folks. My Browns hot take is Kevin Stefanski is the first coach to get fired. Vegas sets the Browns win line at 4.5, but I'm going to take the under. So where are all my Browns fans at? Sound off in the comments. And for everybody else, if I didn't get to your team yet, don't worry, I will. In fact, I might even talk about them tomorrow. Only way to find out is leave a like and subscribe and come back for the next installment. But until tomorrow, I'm the voice of Evan, and remember to always keep the vibes high.